Hey guys, I'm gonna start doing lives because I got time to do them, and if people pop on, great. If they don't, it's okay too. You're still gonna get to watch this video. We're gonna check in with the Aries collective, both Divine Feminine and Divine Masculine. I tend to read for the Divine Feminine, with the Divine Masculine being the other twin, but the energy is always interchangeable. It is a general reading, so take what resonates, leave the rest. Some of it might be for you, some of it might be for someone else. So just take what feels right for you. I'm available on Instagram. Also, you can find me at Candi Wishman. The information is in the description box below. I do have a Patreon account, and I offer exclusive daily readings, daily live readings, and extended videos to those who are patrons, and the information is in the description box below as well. So we're going to look at the current energy between the two of you. We're going to also look at, sorry, I just need to remove one of these things. We're going to look at where the Divine Feminine's at, where the Divine Masculine's at, what's on your minds, what's in your feelings, what are you dealing with in the physical, how you're viewing one another. And then we're going to get into the extended version, which is all about hidden factors or things that can't be seen, blockages being removed, lessons being learned, how your twin wants to move forward with you, and guidance on what you can do right now to move yourself forward, and of course a message from their higher self. So that is my opening spiel, which is long, but I feel after all this time it's much needed based on some of the interactions I've had. Let's get right into it. So the current energy between the two of you, Aries. Whether you could be an Aries sun sign, moon sign, rising sign, or Venus sign. Your twin side could show up, any of those. Yeah. So we have the River Queen, flow, letting go, natural movement. And we have a 9 here. We have a 36, which is a 9. 3 and 6 show up. 6 is a nurturing number, nurturing yourself through these times. I'm picking up on a very intense energy right now. Sort of like a pressure cooker, a crucible, if you will. And for those of you watching, it's just to be mindful. Is this mine? If it's not, or if it is, give me more so I can figure it out. Give me more information. If it's not, give it back with love and compassion, or transmute it, whatever works. But this is really about being in flow with the ups and downs of this energy right now, because it's doing what it needs to create the natural movement in your lives. So you may be picking up on whatever's going on with your twin, and maybe we'll find more information here when we pull their cards, to be like where this feeling is really coming from, but to understand that they need to go through this just as you need to go through things in order to get to where they need to be, in order to be healthy, in order to be happy. All right, let's take a look at the feminine energy right now. Okay, so where's the feminine at? Make sure they're right side up. I hate living in it. Oh, yeah. So we have the 2 of Swords energy. Not surprising, because this is an energy of being blind, not having all the details, not having all of the information, but also needing to trust their intuition and still move forward even though you don't have all the information. So that's okay, Aries. That's okay. It's a good place to be, to test your resolve when it comes to trust in the universe and trust in yourself. Okay. What's on your mind right now? What is on your mind? Okay, we have the Strength card, mastery of emotions, holding back, developing your emotional maturity, what is worth getting emotionally involved in, what is not. I feel, especially with the intensity of the energy of this time, you're really being guided, Aries, to take inventory of what you want to deal with, what you don't want to deal with. Yeah. So the feminine energy could be also, I'm being guided to point this out. It's a little bit different than what I normally do, but it's coming in hard, so I got to go with it. The feminine energy in this situation could be Libra. It's a Libra card, and then we have Leo here on the mind part. So representing the feminine could be Libra. Okay. So the feminine could be a Libra and your masculine could be an Aries. Okay. What are you feeling in your emotions, feminines? Yeah. So we have the Knight of Cups. The Knight of Cups is an energy. Again, we have Libra, or sorry, Aquarius. I was going to Libra, but it's the King of Cups. Aquarius, Pisces energy. But this is more of, I'm always guided to look at the waterfall. Okay, the waterfall signifies flow and movement of emotions, and the Knight of Cups is a romantic, it's an emotional card, it's a love card. It's coming forward with an offer of love, and for some of you, you are still waiting for that offer of love. For others, you've offered that love to yourself and created space to allow other love to be offered to you. Okay, see how tricky that is? And I love that we have the Emperor and the Aries on the bottom. All right, so what are you dealing with in the physical, feminines? Yeah, so we have the Three of Cups. I heard very clearly seeking joy, seeking fun things to do. I'm trying to keep your vibration high. So I'm going to speak to that because I'm being guided to. You are not going to mess up anything if your vibration lowers, okay? If your vibration lowers, there's no, it's because you're hanging on to lower vibrational stuff, right? That's the concept. So when you band-aid it, when you look the other way, when you try to placate it, the lower vibrational energy stays there. So you're not actually helping your high vibrational energy. When you do help your vibrational energy, you sit in those low vibrational feelings, the sadness, the anger, you deal with them, you acknowledge them, you honor them, and you give them an opportunity to be released so that they don't weigh you down. It's almost like, I feel like for some of you, there might be some data people here understanding like percentages or averages. So imagine, you have an average of like 700, whatever, right? 700 vibration. And then you have like guilt or shame, that's a 20. Okay. And you're hanging on to that and you're not really dealing with it because you're like, if I don't look at it, it doesn't exist, but it still exists, right? And it brings down your average, right? But if you deal with it and you release it and there's nothing weighing down your average, you get to stay up here. So for those brief moments, or even some of them take days, for those moments where you're really like, feeling it hard, know that you're doing the work to actually keep your vibration high because you're not allowing anything to bring it down. You're actually dealing with the stuff that brings it down. So for some of you, you're feeling a reunion is close. Okay, you're dealing with this stuff in the physical. And 3 is a reunion card, but it's also a card of friendship, bounty, and joy. So just be mindful of that. You might be reconnecting with friends, and really wanting to have positive experiences with other people right now. Not surprising based on the situation we're in. All right, let's take a look at how you're viewing your masculine and the connection. Yeah, look at that. We've got the sun. We also have Leo. He could have Leo in his chart. It is a fire sign. There's a lot of clarity that's showing up here. So I'm getting the energy that you've had some epiphanies in regards to your masculine. Okay. And this, you could still be an Aries feminine and this could still apply. You don't have to be a Libra. I'm just being called to say that right now. But there's been a lot of clarity and it's allowed you to see your masculine in a different light, in a more positive, compassionate, empathetic light, if you will. All right, let's take a look at what's going on with the masculine side of this equation. Let's get a card representing the masculine. So again, it could be Aries, it could be any sign. And we have the wheel showing up here. The wheel is, I'm going to say Taurus, Leo, Scorpio, and Aquarius. It's one of the, is that the mutable signs maybe? Or the fixed signs. I think that's the fixed signs anyway. So we could have one of those in his chart. And I say he, doesn't matter if he's a man or a woman. This is energy we're talking about. He is at the mercy of divine timing is what I heard. He's at the mercy of, he can't force or rush things. Okay, so he can't be pushed. He's trying to push things through, but they can't be pushed through because then he'll just relive those patterns in other situations, possibly with his feminine. So right now, and he's feeling the frustration of that. Feminines, you've been here, you've been through that, you know what that's like. But you're also, majority of you are on the other side of those experiences, or the majority of them. So you have a very good hindsight version of how this is all going to turn out for them. All right, so what is on the masculine's mind right now? Okay, yeah, they want a new physical beginning. Yep. Yeah. And they're very sure of it. I'd be surprised if the Six of Wands doesn't come up here, but I feel like they could also have a lot of earth in their chart. And I feel like that frustration from the wheel and being, tied down by divine timing and ensuring that they learn all their lessons, it's because they want this new physical beginning. They want all of this old tiredness, all these old patterns, all these like repeat scenarios to be at a close. So that's why the current energy is, going with the flow, letting go, natural movement, to just surrender to what's happening, because it's actually getting you to where you need to be. All right, what are they feeling in their emotions? What are the masculines feeling? I'm just going to say, guys, I hope chat's enabled. I'm not sure if you're chatting with me. We'll see. I don't know. This is one of my second times doing this. Anyway, what is the masculine feeling in his energy? Yeah. Which goes along with the first two cards of being frustrated, right? Like they're stuck. They feel like they're stuck, but there's an awareness around that. They're being shown how they're keeping themselves stuck, that they have the ability to empower themselves to get out of the situation that they're in. It's going to take courage. People are probably going to get hurt, but they know they can't stay where they are right now. That's a very clear message. Like it's just browbeating them. All right. So what are they actually dealing with in the physical, the masculines? What are they dealing with in the physical? Yeah. So they could be dealing with a Cancer sign, somebody that has a Cancer sign. But this is very forceful, determined energy, and almost an energy. And okay, I have the Eight of Wands on the bottom, and I will get to that in a moment. But I heard very clearly, like, things are happening. For some of them, I feel like they're very methodical, like they really like to plan things out, but I'm not sure they're given the opportunity. Like on this emotional level, they want to get unstuck, so the universe is responding to them. But on an ego mental level, they're like, I'm not prepared for this. This is too much. Like I am freaking out right now because things are happening too quickly and beyond my control. They're still trying to control things. So, hence those tower moments. But I'm getting the Eight of Wands here. And when I look down at it, I heard very clearly, some of you are going to be shown this in some way. You're going to know what is going on with your masculine, whether they communicate that with you, you hear it from someone else, you see it in social media. You will absolutely know. Some of you will see it in dreams, which is a little bit harder to believe, I know, but you will get confirmation that things are shifting and changing for the masculine, whether they want them to, but their ego is afraid, right? All right, so how are they viewing you and the connection? Very interesting. So we have the Magician, okay? The Magician is somebody who is obviously very magical. They use all of their resources to create reality, to create magic for themselves. I feel like they're very inspired by you. You could be a very creative person. You could be somebody who just does what they need to make sure their dreams come true. And that's very inspiring. But interestingly enough, we have the Five of Wands. So we have some inner conflict here, but I just feel an energy of being like, this person spurs me. Like they get me going. They challenge me. But it's not a it's not a this person is so difficult. It's like they really challenge me to be better. They really challenge me to be my own magician, okay? Um, and almost an energy of feeling invincible like a child, okay? Um, I don't know if you guys had fun adventures together or you've been thinking about that. Um, I think Coloring Outside the Lines by Mr. Wives is the song that's popping in my head right now. So I'll put it in the comments to see to for a link if you guys need to listen to it or listen to the lyrics. Super important. I'm going to leave off with a message from the fairies before I end this and get into recording the extended version. If you have any, comments, like if it's resonated, please like, share, comment, and or subscribe. It'd be appreciated. I feel like things are kind of all over the place for everyone, and yet we're very focused and have a lot of clarity in regards to things. So let's see what the fairies said. We're just going to get some guidance here. The Eight of Winter. Okay. You have what it takes if you only believe in yourself, thinking that you're powerless when you're not, a lack of self-confidence that keeps you from getting what you want. So I feel the feminine energy in this equation went through that, where you felt disempowered, you felt like you know, you were a victim of circumstance and you really stepped up to the plate to create empowerment for yourself and have changed things for yourself. The masculine energy is going through that right now where they feel disempowered, they feel completely out of control, like they absolutely have no say in the matter, and this is all to make them burst through their own limiting ceiling so that they can be in the place where the feminine is now. So I hope that this has helped. Be your peace, love yourself, share your light, and have an amazing day.